Well, hello and welcome to Doctor Talk and mmlearn.org. I'm Maria Wellisch, and I'm going to spend just a few minutes with you helping you to make the very most of your 10 minutes with your doctor. And yes, it really is about having only 10 minutes sometimes now for doctor visits. These are not the days when we used to see Dr. Welby, MD, on television, where he made house calls and had all the time in the world. I even think his office was in his home. That you had all the time to sit down and tell him all about your family and he knew your children. Those are not the days. With reimbursements today and our Medicare and insurances, we know that doctors are on a lot of pressure for time, and we want just as much time as we used to with our doctors. So I'm going to help you in the next few minutes to make the very most of the short time that you do have with your physician. I want you to know that the visit starts before you ever get to the office. And this one sort of surprised me because I started doing some research by doctors and nurses and talking to folks in doctors' offices about what are some of their issues. And this one surprised me. When you call in to the doctor and you call to make your appointment, many times they ask you, and what will you be seeing the doctor for? And as a nurse, and I've been a nurse for many, many years, I've always felt like, well, why are they asking? This is a receptionist. I'm not going to share that I have hemorrhoids or a yeast infection or something very personal with them. So I'll say sometimes like I just want a medication refill or need my blood pressure checked, when in essence that isn't what I'm calling for. Did you know, because I didn't, that the reason that they ask you is because they have time visits. Some of them are 5 minutes if it's very quick, just a blood pressure check. 10 minutes, something more. 15 and 20 minutes is usually the max. So it's very important that you be honest and tell that person what you're coming in for. We were laughing about this when we were preparing this. Many times when we call into the doctor's office, we're on the phone holding and we've got a group of people around us and it's very private. You can need to tell the person that and then tell them how much time you think you're going to need, 10 or 15 minutes, and you're not able to explain at that moment. So remember that there is something before you even get to the office to think about. You need to come prepared for those visits, and you need to make a list of all the issues that you'd like to talk to the doctor about. And usually by the time we've made the appointment, we want to get in 3, 4, 5 things to talk to the doctor about. You may not have that much time. So the doctor might ask you to set up another appointment. So I always tell people, put it in the level of importance. What's most important for you to discuss with the doctor down to the least important if you didn't get time to get to it. So if I was having shortness of breath, I would put that on my list before I would the fungus on my toenail. So just think about those things and write it down, because when you get in there, things get always a little bit distorted. Know that you may not get the attention for every issue. Like I said, the doctor may ask you to make another appointment and come back and see about that. If you haven't been to the doctor's in a long time or it's the first time seeing the doctor, make sure that you know your past history. Know your family history. Know about your recent hospitalizations or any hospitalizations or surgeries that you've had. That all should be written down, because the one that you forget to tell them is going to be the one when you get home that you think, oh my gosh, I should have told you that. Along with that comes drug allergies. So make sure that you've got a full comprehensive view of everything that's gone on with you in the past and what you want to see him for today. Always when I go to see my doctor, and I've seen the same doctor for a long time, the doctor will start with a little bit about how's your daughter, how's work. And I want you to know that we have many important things going on in our life, like a wedding of our daughter or the birth of a grandchild. And we're so proud about this, and we want to share pictures and show. But remember, this is your 10 minutes or 15 minutes. This is about you. This is about your health. Make time to share this information. Be very short, very concise. Don't go into long because you're using up your time.